They aren't gonna let us waltz right through the front door. So, what's your plan?
We shall encroach from on high, east of Baldar. A bird's eye view should tell us all.
Huh. Are you referring to...
We have
Neutralized.
You're right!
Destroyed. Neutralized. Destroyed. Neutralized. Destroyed. Warning. Neutralized. Initiate emergency protocols.
What you get for messing with us?
Enemies up ahead!
Neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed.
Live to fight another day. Sweet!
Is there really a way to that hill from over here?
There is indeed. Come. It is further.
You know this place, Ray?
Yeah. Last time I was inside Baldar, though.
This point offers vantage over all of Baldar. There appears to be no major activity. No warships are patrolling offshore, and the soldiers are not hurriedly preparing for battle.
Maybe Bertrand was all worked up over nothing.
That Lady Malkia's ship ran afoul of an Imperial patrol, I do not doubt. But the Empire must not deem it strategically important to deploy its ships to Nilbeth.
I guess from their point of view, if they make a slight blunder and it starts a war with Nilbeth, then they wouldn't be able to focus on the fight against Osiris.
They'll still be on high alert, though. I just hope that doesn't hold up the little rock shipment we're waiting on.
We must hold our trust in Lady Malkia and the Royal Navy. Let us return. We need to report our findings to Captain Bertrand. Not the time for further excursions. We must return with news of Baldar, post-haste.
Right. To the Royal City, then. Glad we didn't run into any bad news.
Now let us make our way back to Captain Bertrand.
Threat neutralized. Warning. Energy levels low. Destroyed. Threat
Sorry,
neutralized.
Enemies up ahead.
Insufficient power.
Well aware.
Initiate emergency protocol.
Stay sharp.
You're getting past this!
Destroyed. Warning. Energy levels low.
Malkia did make it to Nova safe and sound, right?
All we can do is wait and keep our faith in her.
We should focus on matters we might yet influence. Let us return to the royal capital.
Sweet!
Threat detected ahead.
I got this.
Threat neutralized. Insufficient output.
Out of my face!
You are now safe. Destroyed.
Glad this recon mission went off without a hitch.
That we cannot be certain of until we have made our return. We had best hurry for the royal palace. Captain Bertrand awaits.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir Albert, sir.
Sweet! Enemies up ahead.
Threat neutralized.
See that? End of the line.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Destroyed.
Right then. First things first. We should head to the palace and see Captain Bertrand. Not fast enough.
Trust him or anything, but do you think Uncle Midas is actually helping out and putting in the effort?
I'm willing to bet Elena and Malthea are making... Didn't take all that long to get back, huh? We should go find Captain Bertrand.
The captain is likely waiting in the council chamber on the second floor.
Once we've gotten everything taken care of, we should talk with Bertrand and take some time to rest up. Sweet!
It's better news than I would have hoped.
Be that as it may, we should advise all civilian ships in Kato and Rifle to refrain from setting sail.
You have done excellent work. Lady Elena and Maester Midas are still hard at their research. I have been given orders to ask that you rest adequately upon your return, if you would.
Malkia! Back already? That sure was fast.
The Levitas ore was ready to load on our arrival, allowing us to sail back through the night. But the ore yet remains in Kato. I hastened back alone.
Why?
I heard from the boy upon our return to Kato that Midas has been working non-stop with no rest. Time is of the essence, I am well aware, but his results will be abysmal if he does not sleep. I've just given Midas a stern talking to, and shall be taking over his duties while he gets some shut-eye.
You can handle it?
This would not be my first time doing so. Besides, I understand Levitas ore better than anyone else.
Ain't that the truth? All right then.
I hear the boy alone has been charged with transporting the ore. Do help him as much as you can. I dare say he could use the assistance.
You got it. I'll head out to Kato with Nina now. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, quit being such a baby.
Cut me some slack, will ya? You saw that ore, right? Me, Albert, and Bertrand carried it all to the consortium ourselves. I can hardly even feel my arms anymore.
Those two are doing just fine, by the way. Maybe you need more exercise.
They're lifelong soldiers. I'm just some regular old guy, okay?
Never met a civilian like you before, Ray. I'm helping out with the ore refinement from today. I entrust the heavy lifting to you.
Yeah, don't worry. Ugh.
Our worst fears have been realized. We have uncovered an Imperial spy among our men.
How'd you manage that?
We have made the discovery as we gathered intel on those involved in the coup, and those wounded during the withdrawal from Baldar. Luckily, it seems to be someone with no knowledge of the Folga.
Theo's father and Neon must have snuck them in. Speaking of which, where is Theo and his dad now?
Locked away in the dungeon.
Good. Today is when we start the calibration of the Folga in earnest, but there's no knowing for sure if we'll reach the number we need. I'd like to pull some solid info on the Empire from him if I could.
Ah. Very well then. I shall inform my men to grant you passage.
The dungeon guard should be somewhere on the northwestern side of the ground floor. We should be able to get to the dungeon from the northwestern side of the palace. Let's go see what Theo and Lambert have to say. I'm guessing Theo's further ahead.
Greetings, Ray. Now what brings you here?
So, you hear how Leticia's getting hitched?
Hitched?
Yeah, her and the Empire's Prince Gerard are getting married.
What? Letty accepted their proposal?
To buy us the time we need to flip the tables. Unlike your father there, our little princess hasn't given up this fight.
Naught can be done to stand against the menace the Virians pose. To defy them would be madness.
I wanted to ask you something. You and Theo know all sorts of stuff about the Empire, yeah? Don't suppose you've ever seen anyone else there that looks like Valange, Gaston, or Lola?
I have not. Their celestial ship carried only the 3 of them, but was large enough to house 3 or 4 warships.
Uh-huh. That's all then?
Are you so oblivious? A vessel larger than imagining, able to float in the sky and fire endless volleys of light. I have seen the trifling guns they carry, able to turn boulders to dust and pierce through iron. How can one resist the Empire after witnessing such?
Yeah, ain't the first time I've witnessed it.
What?
Thanks. It's all I needed. I'll be back if I think of anything else. We might need to play our hand a little better. I should talk with Captain Bertrand.
Flying without a trial? Such drivel!
The Fulga must be a secret. When we consider the quandary facing Princess Leticia and Chloe, we have no surplus of time on our hands. With the immense power at the Empire's disposal, our top priority should be getting the results we need.
Don't worry. With my simulation data, we shouldn't have any need for an actual test run.
I designed the Fulga. How will I know its limits without a field trial?
I can provide guidance via screen. I promise, it will output stable performance, even on the maiden voyage, even in poor weather conditions.
That's all empty theory. A test is necessary to be certain of actual flight.
Do whatever you want! Just do something! Today alone, I've got to service 20 Fulga! None of your blathering matters if there's no damn Fulga to fly!
Knowing they were built by you and checked by Elena is all the guarantee I need. Unless you want to tell me your theories or Elena's simulations are anything but perfect.
I'm left with no choice. But I shall run a trial if the chance presents itself.
You certainly know how to handle Midas.
I take no pride in it.
You want us to have Duke Lambert attend the royal wedding?
Get not so loud, Cap.
The idea seems right madness. What is your aim?
Your Majesty, we can assume they'll have Neon and Valange there. The Duke will be our bluff. He was the leader of the national forces, so having him there will leave them second-guessing our military might. If we allow the Duke to participate at such an important national event, it'll make it seem like his traitorous forces are holding up better than expected. And what it will also do
Is lead our foes to believe we've no choice but to rely on the very man who plotted against us.
Exactly. The more they make light of us, the more impact the Fulga should have.
And how might things be progressing?
Let's just say, there's a reason why I want us to use every option we have.
Bertrand.
Say no more, Your Highness.
We are out of time.
Wait! Surely you can spare a few moments. We are nearly ready.
His Majesty and the Corps have already left for Baldar. The ceremony is less than half a day away. Even were the Fulga completed, no time would be left to coordinate with our ground forces.
There's no choice.
You cannot give up on us. Elena and the others haven't.
We don't have time for tests, and your semiomancers aren't up to par. Using those things now would be asking for trouble.
The Fulga could never have been finished in the time allotted. However, this fact does not change our mission. We shall see the wedding disrupted, Her Highness safely rescued, and Baldar wrested back from the Empire's grasp. Let us build up the number of Fulga for the final confrontation with the Empire. Our top priority for this operation is the safe return of Her Highness. Theo, Raymond, and I shall enter first and conceal ourselves near the Basilica. Once her escort allows us an opportune moment, we will surround Her Highness and work with the attending Bertrand Corps to extract her from the ceremony hall.
This was my idea. It's risky for sure, I know. But we need people who know the situation on the ground over there. The King and Captain Bertrand both agree.
If such is His Majesty's wish.
Sorry to do this to you. Give Midas and them our best.
Very well. But please, be careful out there.
Our aim is the hill to the east of Baldar. We can enter the Citadel from there. We leave at once, you two.
I've got to perform this semiomantic missile. I'm certain it'll work.
We're on the same side now, so let's just forego all the nonsense and work like a team, okay?
I appreciate your offer to travel together.
Let us wait no longer.
Enemies up
Do
ahead!
you remember the location of that knoll?
Of course I do. Nothing could take it from my memory. We can reach it from the path to the southeast. There it is. Same as it ever was.
Quite true. Let us make our way atop it.
Sweet! All right, looks clear. Let's slip in before we lose the cover of night.
Theo, You should know.
I do. Should my sentence be execution at your hands, I accept my fate. But I swear on my life, I shall never again betray Letty or any of our allies.
I place my trust in your words.
Hey, come now. Do not trust me again so easily. It makes me nervous.
No. I believe you. But I shall strike you down just as swift should my faith be misplaced. That I swear on my life.
I know you will.
I would ask you to share what you have said here with Letty herself.
That much I can promise.
We should be able to make our way into Baldar down through here.
Are we certain we remain safe from watchful Imperial eyes?
I mean, it didn't seem like the sort of passageway anyone's used in a while, but let's not push our luck too much.
Here we are.
What is to be our move? We may perhaps blend in with the throng, but security is out in force.
Yeah, that's where this fella comes in.
Should we see to the area by the Basilica first?
Yeah, let's see if we can't find a way in. Here we are. Wait, let me slip in from above and open it. Come on then, Duma. We gotta get up on that roof.
We too shall continue our search for somewhere we might enter.
We'll rejoin you later then, Ray.
Sweet! That is a conveniently open window. Bet I could get in through there with Duma's help. Is the Fulgur ready, Elena?
Connection established.
Do you copy? Does this device belong to Raymond Lawrence, captain of the Aegis, outbound from the planet of Vergold?
Huh? This ain't no Vergoldian code. Who is this?
Pardon the sudden contact. This is the first officer of the Pan-Galactic Federation vessel Astoria, Mario
The
L.
Astoria? You've got some nerve.
Please, allow me to explain. We are currently en route to rescue the crew of the Aegis.
Rescue? I've got a record of you destroying the Aegis, and a freighter's worth of evidence of you breaching your own UP-3. Once I'm off this rock, you are done for. You hear me?
Wait, who is in violation of the UP-3? Explain yourself, please. What is going on?
I ain't looking for help from someone who shot me down in the first place. I've already made contact with Vergold and got some actual help on the way. Thanks for wasting my time. Over.
Wait, we still have to...
Like I'm not busy enough. Come on, Ray. Gotta get back to the gang quick. Stairs, huh? Can't hurt to see what's down there. All right, coast looks clear. That door there on the southeastern side looks like a pretty inconspicuous spot. Come on, this way.
And you are certain about this?
Yeah, have some faith.
Is aught amiss?
Aught sure is. Forget about it. I found a place for us to hide out. Come on.
Right.
Let's make our way upstairs and look for somewhere to hide out. Back there looks like a good spot, eh?
And one which grants us vantage over the interior of the Basilica as well. I hid myself away for entire nights in places like this as a youth.
Hey, Raymond.
What is it?
You are shouldering a fair amount of pressure. Do not think you are alone. Rely upon us should the need come.
Sure, yeah. When the time comes.
I see Neon is quite in shock to see my father in attendance.
He is not of our concern. Where is Her Highness?
She's today's star. We're just gonna have her out there on display.
That dress.
Today, on this finest day, it is an honor to gather here with you all as we witness history in the making. Our world has long been split in two, but today the Vale Empire and the Kingdom of Osirius at last come together as one.
The hell is that?
Scorpion.
Scorpion what?
Gerard Euville, Leticia Osirius, as of this very moment, the two of you stand as the makers of history, new rulers of our world. Step forth.
Raymond, no word as of yet?
Nope. And we're out of time. Looks like we'll be putting on a show, fellas. Come on. Elena!
Outside.
A new beginning.
For a fleeting moment, I was not so averse to the idea of our marriage. But I cannot love one who would forfeit their own wedding ceremony to some foul plot.
Leticia!
Ray!
Shoot them down!
be burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Give you my blade.
Of course. I presumed you might ask after it.
You have my thanks. Now, let us join our allies in the fray.
Well said.
Lady, why have you returned?
Huh. Excitement has always followed you from the days of our youth, cousin.
Where's the Emperor? We have lost him. Their numbers are too vast.
And Prince Gerard.
I am jealous. There are those who would lay their lives down for you. And in such numbers. For me come none. A pitiful man, such as myself, could never truly deserve your love.
Oh, you poor little thing.
The Emperor has already been evacuated. Let's get you to safety too.
Leave me be! This is too much already. Oh, stop being such a petulant brat. Act your age. Lola, you take care of the rest.
Very well. But we will have a discussion about the device upon my return.
Yes, yes.
Dissent amongst their ranks.
I'm so sorry you had to see that.
I commend you for carrying out such a cunning plan, despite the limits of this world's technology. But I come under order of the Emperor. We'll be taking Princess Leticia to our custody.
We are past such foolishness. This battle shall rage on until only the victor is left standing.
Then expect no mercy from us. As long as we keep you alive, it doesn't matter what happens to your friends.
I'll handle this. Stay where you are.
External temperature rising. Recommending fire suppression.
Secure.
All the time. Underestimated you. Is that the best we can do? Confound it.
Father!
Fool! Why have you come here?
The battle has been decided. The Imperial forces are on the retreat.
Most of their warships off the coast were driven away by our Fulga battalion. Victory is ours.
Midas, I am sorry to have forced your Fulga into battle. And for much else.
Ready to reconcile, then?
We can discuss this after our return.
Yes, and discuss we shall. These are the Virians you spoke of? Albert, Theo, seize them. There is much I might ask of them.
This isn't over.
I am Lieutenant Mariel L. Kenny of the Pan-Galactic Federation. The two of you are under arrest for violation of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact.
I know that voice.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, real good friend. She's from the Astoria, the one that destroyed my ship.
What?
You're trying to take out the Virians in order to cover your tracks, are you?
That is not true. We only... Behind you, Raymond!
Neon, the battle is over. Surrender now.
Is that your idea of a joke, Your Majesty? Because this is far from over. You can have Baldar back. One little fortress means nothing. We are not defeated yet. Theo! Look at what your selfish betrayal has cost us. After you and your father were promised glory under the Empire.
I would rather prefer death than allowing such a thing come to pass.
Then die.
Why? What would possess you to protect me?
I am sorry, my boy. I should have known your anguish.
I ought to have done this from the start.
Let us take our leave, Neon. Damn it! Get back here!
Father! Father!
His vitals are fading fast. Without a med pod, he might not make it.
Father! Open your eyes! Please!
I have yet to atone for my betrayal to you.
Hold. We still have much to discuss back home.
My good friends, I am sorry.
Radio your sick bay.
What?
Listen to me. That ship of yours knows what's going on down here. Get that man into a med pod now!
I can't. The Underdeveloped Planet Protect...
It's your Federation tech that's about to kill this underdeveloped planet's king! We've got an android here recording this entire situation! I dare you to let him die! I'll rip apart the Federation piece by piece till there's not a damn thing left!
Fine. I get it. This is Marielle. Akizuki, do you read? I am requesting a medpod transfer here. Stat. It is for the elderly man lying near me. Father!
Don't worry, Leticia. The king is gonna be okay.
Do you truly mean it?
You bet. Now let me introduce you to our savior who's gonna see to it. A golden child of the Pan-Galactic Federation, and apparently a regular UP3 rule breaker, Lieutenant Marielle Kenny. I've got a lot of questions, and you've got the answers.
Understood. Please commence transfer. Father...
Leticia.
Oh, Father. Oh, thank goodness.
Is His Majesty truly well now?
Yes. There is no longer any cause for concern.
Indeed. My body has made that much very apparent. Why, I feel as if my entire being has been cleansed. Lambert. Now I too have seen it. A glimpse of the realm of stars.
I see.
If these fellows were our foes, I would surely have lost my nerve much, much earlier than you.
Brother.
While inside that contraption, I overheard one of your subordinates state that in saving my life, you may have violated the laws of your world.
It was the Pan-Galactic Federation that violated the laws of your kingdom first.
That place. A boat which sails among the stars. I should love to see its interior at least once.
Pardon me, Your Highness, but please, you must rest for now.
Leticia, Bertrand, if you would be so kind as to take things from here, I believe I will take Lady Marielle's advice.
Yes.
But Father,
Be at ease. I shall remain beside your father.
Maester...
We have much to discuss, including what comes next as well.
I understand. Thank you, Maester Midas.
All right. Maybe that's our cue to have our own little talk.
Okay then. Let me contact my ship and have it prepare for transfer.
Hey, Bertrand. Is there somewhere around here we could borrow for a bit while we talk?
But that means the people of this planet could overhear us.
Give me a break. A Kenny getting all stiff over some treaty? Or did you forget that this is all on account of you using us for target practice?
So be it. Marielle to Akizuki. I'm going to speak with Captain Raymond and some of the local populace for a moment. Yes, I understand. However, please hold your position. Thank you for waiting, shall we?
Let us make our way to the council chamber.
Right, yes. Thank you.
Ray, you have done us all a great service in protecting Letty and our king, and righting our many wrongs.
Well, I do not expect you will put much merit in my words. In truth, I am grateful you saved my dear brother.
I'm coming with, so if you have matters to settle, then snap to it.
I cannot imagine things will turn violent. However, I would still feel best if I stood watch, just to be certain.
I am relieved to see the king returned alive and well. I was most concerned when His Majesty was gone.
I am in your debt. I would not be here today if it were not for your service.
Sweet!
The truth is, I have no idea why Bennett the Astoria's captain opened fire. It's a mystery to me.
Is that your idea of a joke?
Lieutenant Kenny, Captain Raymond's point about treaty violations stands. I should inform you. I will be making a record of this planet, and everything stated between us here. If you are unable or unwilling to speak candidly, this discussion will likely become unpleasant.
I am well aware of that. Am I correct in assuming you're an android?
Yes, I am an Arnold Robotics model E014297.
Her name's Elena.
I have heard that the androids made by Arnold Robotics on Verguld are among the finest in the galaxy. Elena, I swear to you that all I speak here is absolutely true, including the fact that I came here to help.
What is this bull?
Ray. Lieutenant Kenny, I logged an unnatural delay between the second and third barrage just before the Aegis was downed by the Astoria. Can you please explain what caused this?
The truth is, Captain, we can be in contact range of the Verguld registered merchant vessel Aegis in 3 minutes.
Good work. Activate cloaking device. 60 seconds after activation, warp out and prepare to attack.
Captain, please wait. May I remind you, cloaking is for emergency situations only. It is also prohibited during warp for the safety of other vessels.
And I'm saying this is an emergency situation. Or perhaps you elite officers can't follow orders without explaining each little law they're based upon.
No, it's just that we have no reason to fire upon a ship from planet Verguld, especially without warning. Even if they were hostile, attacking without warning is a violation of Article 32.
Cloak has been activated, Captain. Now exiting warp.
Wait!
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the Captain's orders.
Upon exiting warp, prepare to attack.
Now entering conventional space. 1 million kilometers to the Aegis. Currently at 1/4 impulse.
Excellent. Decloak at 500,000 kilometers. Arm the phase cannons. Fire the first barrage at 350,000 kilometers.
Phase cannons? Do you intend to destroy them?
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the order.
Repeating the orders isn't merely for confirmation. It is also to allow for correction in the event of an order given in error.
We have an issue. It appears the good lieutenant doesn't know what activities the Verguldians have been up to.
Are you referring to their recent actions as an anti-Federation influence? Even then, attacking them unprovoked and without notice will only work to their benefit.
Now within 350,000 kilometers of enemy vessel.
Replace Lieutenant Kenny on tactical authority. Now! Fire the first barrage!
Firing first barrage.
No! Enemy shields efficiency holding at 60%.
Arm proton torpedoes and launch in succession once we have a lock on them. Just make sure not to hit their engines. We're after the cargo they have stored there. I want it in one piece.
We have a lock. Firing proton torpedoes.
Enemy vessel's shields holding at 20%. Captain, their warp drive remains intact. They could still attempt escape maneuvers.
Hurry with the next phase cannon barrage. I'd rather have them destroyed than let them get away.
Captain, what you are doing is criminal. Upon my authority as first officer, I hereby relieve you of command.
Very well. I do believe it's written in your beloved Federation laws that the consent of 3 senior officers is needed to relieve a captain of their command. Are there any among you that agree with Lieutenant Kenny?
Wait, what?
Lieutenant, you are hereby removed from duty for the crimes of disobeying an order and treason. Now off to the brig, Mario.
Wake up, everyone! This is crazy! What's happened to you all?
I see. That would certainly explain the delay before their third barrage. In which case, Raymond, I do believe we owe Lieutenant Kenny some thanks.
Sure, if her story's true. So what cargo was this Bennett guy after anyway?
Duma, most likely.
That thing?
The 3 Virians appeared most interested in Duma as well. They too are part of your Federation, correct?
What are you?
But what I still don't get is why you're here now, Mariel. Weren't you sent to the brig?
I was released as soon as we returned to base. My guess is the captain thought me a nuisance, but little more than that. So I borrowed a ship from the space station and escaped once I had the chance.
What?
I was hoping to recover the black box of the Aegis. With it, I should be able to acquire proof of Captain Bennett's misconduct.
I find it unlikely that a Federation base would overlook the departure of a borrowed vessel not within their flight plans.
That's way worse than just disobeying orders. Why would you go so far?
When I was little, my grandmother taught me the ins and outs of the Federation's core systems. I can infiltrate them pretty much as I please. I'm certain my use of the ship will go unnoticed for some time. And my grandfather had this to say to me. Trust in what you think is right. I know you've got what it takes to stick to your principles through thick and thin. Now, go and apologize to the Aegis's captain.
Emerson T. Kenny. Quite the hero, sending his granddaughter here with a stolen ship.
That's not all. Some members of the crew who doubted the motives of Bennett and the Astoria also came along with me. The high-speed merchant vessel Akizuki is now currently monitoring my status from planetary orbit.
You mean to say that your comrades are observing all this from some unseen location?
Oh, yes. I know it might be discomforting, but it was a necessary precaution to ensure my safety.
Thank you for healing my father. On behalf of my kingdom, I offer you my sincerest gratitude. Oh, did I misunderstand in some way?
Well, no, not exactly. I just wasn't expecting.
Is it odd that I wish to express my thanks to those who saved the life of a loved one? Chloe, do you believe Marielle here is lying?
No, Princess Leticia. I believe she is telling the truth.
Ray, you are within your rights to be angry about your vessel. Be that as it may, I find Lieutenant Kenny to be honest in her attempts to enact justice.
All of the crew, including myself, share the blame for not stopping the Astoria's attack upon your ship. You have my word that we will make the proper restitutions, punish those responsible, and bring the truth to light. Captain Raymond.
Fine. If you do end up in a Federation courtroom for this, I suppose I can appear on your behalf as a witness.
Thank you.
Now, we know that Bennett is after Duma, and also that you, apparently, don't know why. Next question is, who the hell are these Virians?
Well, I can't say for certain. However, those two I met were also being hunted by Captain Bennett, much like the Aegis. They are military deserters from Vir, another Federation member planet.
Deserters? So that's why there are no other Virians in the Empire.
This is all according to Bennett, though, so I can't be sure how much of it is true. The only thing I know for certain is that they're acting unlawfully here on this planet.
Violating the UP3, huh?
Yes, correct. I realize this is rude of me to ask, but will you help me apprehend them?
Why don't you just transfer them?
That's impossible without transport trackers or communicators, as you know.
It would seem, then, that the interests of all present are in alignment.
Yeah. We gotta charge into the Empire, take the Virians alive, and put an end to this war. Those three are the key to everything happening on this planet and up in space.
I cannot permit the use of Akizuki's equipment, but I can assist, personally.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that while I understand what Marielle is saying, there's still something that kind of bothers me. I got the impression that the Virians had truly sworn their loyalty to the Empire.
Huh?
It's not like we have to change our plan or anything. Just something to keep in mind, I guess.
Your hunches often prove correct. We will be careful.
Right.
Now then, I think it best if we consult with Maester Midas and the others about how to proceed. Let us return to my father's chambers.
Let us proceed to His Majesty's quarters.
Indeed. Maester Midas and everyone are like to be present already.
We're done with the war